Welcome to Morgantown, West Virginia. Almost heaven. Home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. This fan base is fired up. They've been getting ready for this game since early this morning. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 16th ranked team, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Mountaineers will kick this away to start us off. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Vaughn. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. A quick juke. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They call the counter run here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. Just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, when you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Just short completion of the tight end. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
They're going to run it here. Fighting off the tackler. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Kansas State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Trucks through the defender. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Ready, set. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, West Virginia 3. Kansas State 0.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's going to hand this off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The Wildcats looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the back now goes in motion. And bouncing it outside, it's McCray. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Launching one to the end zone. No gain on 2nd down. Can they punch it in here? 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw, bringing pressure. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So forget the tying field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive call. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff to the back. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it. Here
comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. We're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a deep completion. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Mountaineers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Bringing it back, it's McCray. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Vaughn. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And the Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Could we actually get a touchdown here before halftime? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. In the clear at the 25. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is up and no good. Missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. Looks like one more play here before halftime. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this third down. Interesting call here on fourth down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
And the Mountaineers will bring their punt team on the field now. On the return, it's McCray. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Wildcats offense back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they will claim the second half lead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3.
That makes the score. Kansas State 7, West Virginia 3.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your West Virginia Mountaineers will take over. First and 10.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he dropped it over the middle. Thick there. Now brings up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. State offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing. on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
K-State offense is back out on the field now. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. To throw, it's Vaughn. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking for 6. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. The ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the sophomore QB with an inaccurate throw threw it behind his man.
Time's up. 2nd down.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 6, makes it third down and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Mountaineers will have to punt this one away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Wildcats offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Hands off to the left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion as a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 17, West Virginia 3.
And the Wildcats bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Kansas State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
24, West Virginia 3.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Well spotted at the 42.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
With the carry, it's the runback. He's brought down at the 38. 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
First down,
Really
West
good
Virginia.
job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, West Virginia. This quarterback on fire today. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Kansas State offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Ball handed off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff heading left. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Vaughn. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And there's the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.